What's going on, everybody? Thanks for joining me today. I have something a little bit different and a little about me behind the scenes and kind of get to know me as I start this YouTube adventure. Today, I wanted to talk about moving across the country, something that I just did and something I'm really familiar with. I'm from a town called Ellicott City, it's in Maryland. Uh, Maryland's on the East Coast, Chesapeake Bay, between New York and Virginia. I lived there for about 28 years, and I had some amazing memories. But also, I think it's also a kind of a trash state. Um, Let me rephrase that. It's not a great state if you're looking to move, if you're between 18 and 30. Yeah. So I one day got in my mind I wanted to move, and one day was like 10 years ago, but never pulled the trigger. So I looked all around, really liked like Florida, Texas, California, places like that. But somehow I just never did it, and never bit the bullet. And actually, uh, I'm 29 now, and I wish I did it 10 years ago, if I had the resources and the chances. But here we are. Can't go back. We can only go forward, and today is like about 5-6 months of me have moved to where I am now, and that's Phoenix, Arizona, and it's quite a change. And I'm so happy I did it and made that that leap, that first step. So I'm so happy I did that, and even though if it's not my final place of being, I did it. And that's kind of how I want to begin and talk about today, is making that first step and how much happier I am doing it. So yeah, let's go. Let's do it. So when I was out looking for a new state, a new home, I had two things in mind. I had weather, and I wanted a lot of things to do. So that's like accessibility, fun things, activities, places to go, people like, so that's why I was looking at Orlando, and I think one day Orlando will happen. There's just too much of me invested into Disney and the research of Orlando and what to know and what to expect not to do it. Now, weather, or like I was saying, it's 105 degrees. Not the greatest weather. Well, when you come from Maryland, so or anywhere on the East Coast, the weather's always going to be an issue. And I mean cold. Like, I hate cold. So this, I don't love it, but it ain't cold. So when I look at weather, I want in the wintertime to have good weather and be able to be out and go out and do things and hike and things, even like if I wanted to go down, like here we can go down to Mexico and go to the beach. That's badass. So, and then Phoenix had a lot of things to do. I was looking at a map, and I was looking at, okay, Vegas is about a 4-hour drive. Mexico, about a 3-hour drive. San Diego, 4.5, 5-hour drive. We have LA, same amount of time. We have beaches. There's Sedona, there's the Grand Canyon. There's a lot of things in Phoenix. And I had family. So I knew people. There's a lot of accessibility, there's a lot of things to do. And overall, it's good weather. Because no hurricanes, no whatever, barely any rain, it's not gloomy, so it's pretty good. Hey, I'm in a retirement community right now, longboarding with a GoPro, so I think a lot of people are looking at me like, what? Cool little baseball field over here. Too bad it's 105 degrees. But hey, I'm longboarding in the flip-flops. So, anyway, they just shut down the gyms for a second time. Don't like that, so I gotta come out and get some kind of physical activity. I'm a big gym guy, try to go every day. However, when they're closed, I can't do that. So when I moved out here to Phoenix, it was like February of 2020, so right when COVID just began. And I was looking forward to doing so much stuff out here. Hike, explore, try new things, meet new people, and bam. Got locked down, got shut inside. I was working at a car dealership back in Maryland, and it was for Honda, and we did pretty well, and so I thought I could take those skills and bring them out here and do the same thing, and it really wasn't the same, and not given that Phoenix has the same market. I think Phoenix would have a better market than Maryland when selling cars, but you could just see the traffic. There was no traffic at all, and I would just sit there for hours, and I was probably up there 60 hours a week. And I'm sitting there like thinking to myself, what am I doing here? I've moved out here to make a change and to do something with my life, and I'm doing the exact same thing that I was in Maryland. I was just sitting around and nothing to do. And so that made me rethink a lot of things and rethink the move, and I wouldn't say that it was the wrong move. I needed to do it, and that's what a lot of people struggle with, is doing it, even if it's just for a year or two, to get out of your hometown and experience something else, get away from your norm, get out of that comfort zone, because that comfort will kill you. Everybody is not made out to be millionaires and billionaires and entrepreneurs and explorers, but It's good for our mental health to just to have a little bit of change. And so I changed once again, and I got a job that gave me 4 days off. And even with COVID going on, it gave me time to really evaluate who I am and take a step back and focus on things that matter. And along the way, met some people, and they're a big part of my life now. And Phoenix will always have a special place, even though it may not be the final final place in the book, but it's that place that got me out, and I will always be thankful for it. Right now it's 105 degrees, and it's 130 or 140, and about 109 at the top of the day. So it's hot. It's really hot. It's a big change from what Maryland was. Maryland was, 10 to 15 to 30 degrees in the winter, and winters seems like 5 months. And then summers hit, and it's 95 degrees with 95% humidity. And there was no real good time to be in Maryland. Maryland had a lot of great things, and like it had the ocean and it had the mountains, which were fine. They weren't the best of either. They were like a little snippet of. But yeah, I'm so happy. I'm so happy that I'm here, or I've made the move. Now the move itself, it took a long time to fabricate. It took a long time to produce, and it took a long time to execute. Mine probably took a little bit longer than maybe some, even though I'm a single dude. I was single at the time, moving out here. Didn't have a family, didn't have kids, anything like that. It took a while because I was dealing with a lot of baggage, physical and emotional, moving out here. So had to donate a ton of stuff and try to sell a lot of stuff and condense to whatever fit my car. I didn't rent a truck. I put my life into a 2-door car and its trunk, and I set sail from Maryland, and it took all of 3 days. I stopped in Nashville, Tennessee, and ran into some old friends that I had no idea that were going to be there, and partied and had a blast doing it. And then the second stop was in Dallas. The next day, I woke up late, hungover, and drove from Nashville to Dallas, and that was a rough drive. Going through Arkansas. If you're from Arkansas, I apologize. You have one of the most boring drives I've ever seen. Shout out to Dak Shepard and his podcast for getting me through that drive. that was rough. Joe Rogan, thank you. Once you get into Dallas, like, you're like, oh yeah, we've done it. We're there. We're almost there. You're not almost there. You're quite the opposite. In Dallas, I was so tired. I think I just rented a pizza and watched like live PD and went to bed. I had all intentions of going out and like find a cool little spot and grabbing dinner, and that didn't happen. Um, but I woke up. I think it was like Sunday morning, and I said, "Okay, I'm not stopping until I get to Phoenix," and that's exactly what I did. And I drove from Dallas, Texas, to Phoenix, Arizona, in one go. It took a lot longer than I thought it was going to take. I think it took like 15, 16 hours. Um, with stopping, and just there was a good amount of traffic when I came out of Dallas, and like near El Paso, there was a good amount of traffic, so I got stuck a couple times, but I made it, and it was definitely an experience that I don't know if everybody should go through, but I think it's a good experience to try. Just you learn a lot about yourself, and that was what that was. That taught me a lot, so I'm thankful for that. But yeah, been here since February. It is July. It's going on middle of July. July 4th just happened, and it's my favorite holiday. We spent a week and a half in San Diego. My best friend lives in San Diego too, and we had a blast. We went to the beach a couple times. I got some videos on that. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of touch on why getting out of your hometown is so important. And just seeing what else is out there, because you'll be surprised. You might like it, you might hate it, you might love it. A couple other things I wanted to kind of touch up on. Me and my best friend were talking about, and what's that feeling? You get that feeling of home. It's so hard to get that feeling traveling in a place you don't like, a place you hate. It could be a situation that you're in, your living situation, like parents or another person that could defer that feeling of home. And for the longest time, Maryland did not feel like home to me, for all above reasons. And I think that was the biggest thing, is me chasing home. And I still am. My current living situation, I'm actually staying with family, and until I find my next move. But like, you never know until you're in it and you've been living it, and it's hard. And I think home is comfort and good people that you're around, and you feel some sort of safe and happiness. Happiness drives everything that I do. Am I happy doing this? No. Okay, why am I doing it? And then it stems from there. And I think that we do need to be more selfish sometimes about ourselves. And, at the same time, we need to be more selfless. When I say we need to be more selfish, sometimes, we need to be happy, and we need to stop making others around us happy and putting some other people first, because I've done that, and there's most of those people aren't in my life anymore, and I am. And so when you put yourself first and you make yourself happy, I think you put yourself in better situations to live a better life. And so yeah, I wanted to touch on that a little bit, but as well as where this whole thing's going. And I want to go forward and make vlogs, maybe not daily vlogs, but vlogs, and connect with a uh, connect with people, and show my experiences, my stories, my adventures, and hopefully there's going to be a lot of them coming soon with COVID coming to an end, and um, I, I can't wait to go out and explore, and I want to show you everything, and I want to do more. I've been doing a weird format, and I'm just trying to find my footing and getting myself out there, but more talking to the camera. I want to do more of that, more um, like really like I love watching videos where I can laugh and just senseless. I don't have to think. I don't. And that's kind of where I want this to go. Is just entertaining, um, with maybe a like videographer side to it. Like try to be very appeasing when it comes to the eye with like drone and maybe do some good B-roll, and so I'm going to work hard on that and push this forward, and hopefully you guys like where it's going, and I appreciate every view, every comment, every like, and hopefully we can just continue to grow, and I can grow with it, and you can grow with me. That's you know you know have a big channel and have a lot of followers, and reach out to a lot of people. So I'm going to continue. Even if I know it doesn't happen overnight, and 3 years we're looking back on this, and we're still making videos, and we're not there, but hopefully we can grow and grow quick. That'd be amazing, and I'm looking forward to it. So thank you so much for joining my TED Talk, and we're going to continue doing our thing and moving forward. Thank you so much.